second nature.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Jamal Agnew now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 4. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Steps are feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Stephen Weatherly able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Hyde on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Back to throw now on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Punt linebacker, punt cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception #1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be, a much more physical team that complemented their defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The tackle made by...
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cousins on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A second down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Cook. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. The turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is good and complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. First down. It's Robinson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He was 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Cousins. Gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. To throw is Cousins. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 43-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He fights through one man. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Cousins. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And that will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
On the pickup.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a handoff looking right. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say base.